welcome to Stuttgart. This time I will have the chance to show you the center of the city. I'm gonna make this tour that is really popular. You can book it in TripAdvisor actually. It's listed with the Welcome to the City Stuttgart, or you can contact the tourist marketing office and you ask for the walking tour, the history walking tour in the center, or you just visit the link below, travelstuttgart.com, and then you can find all the information. The tour, it takes like 1.5 hours to 2 hours. This video will make it for 10-15 minutes. I'm not sure yet how long it's gonna take me. So if you're planning to come for study or for working or visiting a friend, or Stuttgart is part of your trip to Germany, this is an activity that you must do, because after knowing the history of the center and all the information that you will get, so then you will decide what else can you do in the city, or what activity will you be more interested after it. So follow me and I hope you like it. I will start with a short summary for those who don't know anything about the city. Stuttgart is the capital of the southern state of Baden-Württemberg. It's the 6th largest city in all Germany. We are talking about 600 to 650,000 citizens. It's very well known for being one of the world capital of innovation and its engineering development. The largest and most famous companies are Mercedes-Benz, Porsche and Bosch. But the city is much more than that. In this tour, we begin by visiting places of the most important stories. The tour consists of walking inside of what many years ago were the streets of the old city that was inside of the city walls. Today, these streets are those that correspond to the center of the city. So we will use our imagination to illustrate the development of the city over the last centuries. So let's do it. The tour begins in the old castle, located in the heart of the city, a building that still maintains its medieval design. This will be your meeting point. This is the old castle. This place is amazing. Right now it's a museum of Württemberg state. This is where everything began. The castle began as a farm to raise horses and make a stronger army for the Otto, the greater emperor. Since then, a horse has been part of the image of the city. Over the years, the building was gradually growing to become this beautiful castle, being its last modification in the interior in the 17th century. That gave this Renaissance style. It is currently the headquarters of the Württemberg State Museum. So right outside the castle is the Schillerplatz, one of the oldest squares in the city. The guide will describe with different anecdotes how its evolution was over the centuries until finally become a recognition of one of the most important historical figures of Stuttgart region, the theater writer, revolutionary and thinker Friedrich Schiller. This is another important point in the tour. The new castle. This place, with the Schlossplatz, is basically the center of the city. The new castle, or the new palace, is the most representative building of the classical era of the Württemberg state. Next to the garden of the palace, it is the center of the city, where its citizens share most of their lifestyle. The palace was built for more than 50 years and finally opened at the beginning of the 19th century to finally proclaim the state as a new kingdom. It was the house of residency of the first king of Württemberg. Around the new palace, you will find this beautiful garden. It's named the Schloss Garden. The castle garden is not only a very nice green area, it is also one of the most important cultural centers of the city. In its surroundings, there is the opera house, the theater, the music school, the House of History of Baden-Württemberg, the State Gallery, and the City Palace. Also, on the tour, you can learn about the television tower that you will see over the mountains, and also about the project of modernization of the main train station, known as Stuttgart 2021, that will change the city in the next coming years. After the small walk around the palace and its garden and know a little bit about the development of the last 300 years, we walk back to the interior of the city through the Kara Square. Then go through the street of one of the most exclusive commercial districts of the city, the Dorothean Quartier, with shopping centers, bars and restaurants, coffee shops and exclusive design stores. Dorothean Quartier, one of the most exclusive districts of the city. Here is where you find the most exclusive designer stores. Is another really important part of the tour. This is the local market of Markhale. The market of the city, known as Markhale, is another important stop in the tour. Built at the beginning of the 19th century, this market came to replace the outdoor market at the Marktplatz. On the tour, you will know about its history and changes, how it survived the globalization and the competition of the new malls and supermarkets. This is one of the favorite spots for gastronomy lovers. One block from the Markthalle is another important point of the tour. Right here behind me is the Marktplatz, right next to the Rathaus or the mayor's office. The Rathaus or mayor's office and the Market Square and Marktplatz is another site with many histories. On the tour, you will learn about its development over the centuries and how it became to be from a simple open-air market until the social political center that it is right now. Also, you will know about its great architectural changes until today, being totally modified the last time after the Second World War. Today, the Marktplatz is the location of many social activities and festivals. Is the district Hansinglu, one of the most popular places to hang out with friends during the night. This is one part of the night lifestyle of Stuttgart City. Right here, I'm in Rotebuhlplatz train station. Here you can find the U-Bahn and the S-Bahn. So we walk through Rotebuhlplatz right here, and we walk to the next corner of the center of the city. The Rotebuhlplatz is basically the end of the center, and it used to be like the back door from the old town. popular place for hang out during the night and also during the day. So if you're looking for a coffee shop or for a restaurant, this is a place to be. Finally, we end in the Königstrasse, one of the most important streets in the whole city. Königstrasse, we ended up this tour right here in the beginning, in the Schlossplatz. So the tour took me around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. If you are coming to Stuttgart or you're gonna be new in the Stuttgart, I really suggest you to do this tour so you can learn much more about the city. And if you're interested about Stuttgart in general, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. We will be posting much more tourist and travel information around Stuttgart and surrounding. So thanks for watching and see you next time.